Let go of fear you're holding. The fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know what I'm in for. A white knuckle ride. You got a fix for me, you know what I need. Oh, it's a breakneck speed. Might as well enjoy the ride. The yellow round exploding, it won't slow me down. A sailing soul. Whoa, whoa.
All right, here we go. Dover Motor Speedway. Round number 5 of this TI ARCA Series season. From this 1 mile track in Delaware, I am the captain, Chris Scala, as we get ready to go rocking and rolling and racing. And as I kind of said, this week was going to be a wild week for me work-wise. And, yep, I just got home and we're ready to rock and roll. Let's take a look real quickly at Dover. It's 1 mile track as they get ready for 150 laps of racing. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. It is Zach Mertes on the pole with Alex Bryson there on the outside. As we get ready to come to the green flag for 150 laps of racing at the Monster Mile virtually on iRacing. Mertes, Bryson, Tim Abril. As the green flag comes out, here we go. Our cameras tonight presented by TrackCams22.com. You can check them out online on Facebook and on the iRacing forums at TrackCams22.com. Of course, a lot of things this week, a lot of news to talk about, to get you caught up on. Starting with, of course, me, so to say. Lewis decided to come to me and said, Chris, I want you to help me. And so I've jumped on board with helping the TI ARCA Series with adminning and running kind of the show with Chris. So I'm looking forward to that. So I've had to work on some things and different stuff like that. So that's one of the changes. Obviously, another change you're going to notice as I'm talking is the joking side of me. We've had some fun here these first 3 of the 4 broadcasts. I didn't get to do one. As Bryson trying to get the lead there, Mertes got loose. Bryson tries to cross him over. But we're going to kind of stay with the serious side and call a race like I do for everyone else. And that's, you know, just to get this back straight and going. A lot of work after last week's race at Richmond. That unfortunately was UGLY. It was not good. And we're going to work on that and go from there. So far here, so good, though, as this field kind of spreading out already. See, Doug Billhars, and Dalton Wilson did not start the race. Not sure what that's all about. AJ Vassar there in the 60 car, that Aflac Carl Edwards special. And you'll notice the shine and the chrome illusion on the TI cars. I'm humbly saying this. Tim Abril approached me this week and said, what was your favorite paint scheme? And I gave him like 3 or 4. But my all-time favorite was a 2001 paint scheme ran by Jeff Gordon at Richmond. It was the Chrome Illusion Bugs Bunny car. That's what they're running tonight. So basically what I mean by Chrome Illusion is, yes, the whole blue turns to purple thing. So you're going to see all the TI cars in that tonight, so I appreciate them doing that for me. They didn't have to. Let's go back here. A couple of cars battling side by side. Steinhoff and Eurykio. It's for the 9th position. Chris Lewis also a part of this battle. A couple teammates there in the 74 and 36. Craig Martin in the 222. Of course, the TI ARCA Series is actually a Gen 4 series now. They've swapped over to the heavy horsepowered cars. And this will go for the next 3 weeks. And then a little bit of a change back, if you will. Chris Lewis announced today, and this was part of him and I talking, we're going to bring the Truck Series back. Starting next season. The Truck Series was kind of laid to rest a couple seasons ago after some issues with drivers and that kind of thing. But the Truck Series will be back. And the ARCA Series is going to go back to the kind of warm-up series for the Truck Series. So Chris and I are going to work on that throughout the off-season as that time allows us. Of course, we got pretty busy schedules, as you can't tell, with me getting home as early or as late as I am. I literally walked in the door about 20 minutes ago. Had the broadcast pretty much set up, so all I'd do is make a couple changes. We're good to go. 950 horsepower down into 3 and 4. Riding on board Stephen Melnick as he looks up at the 12th place car of Eurykio. Plenty of off-throttle time. Tire wear going to take a beating here. This right front. Just gets torched by this track. Up front, Bryson, the champion, putting pressure on Mertis for the lead here. Got a battle back here. Stephen Miles inside of Vasseur. That's for the 4th position. Vasseur climbs the banking of this 24-degree track here at Dover. 9 degrees of banking on the front straightaway. That's why you see the slope on the front straightaway down 2 stories into turn 1. Vasseur going to fight him here at the outside. Part of what makes Dover a fun track is you can run side by side. It makes it very hard for the car on the inside line to complete the pass. Miles almost has to send it in there. He should be able to roll up and climb up the track here and make that pass. So move Miles to 4th. Vasseur back to 5th. Ronald Piles having a great run back here in the 6th spot. Landon Durhold with him. Brett rolls, and there's Chris Lewis, the boss man there. Had himself a rough week, so to say, personally and in iRacing. He's got that 111 Dodge already up 9 positions here to the 8th spot, just rolling that white line. Well, invisible line, I should say, down there on the bottom. So good job on his. Oh, one car got the wall back there. Chiricchio, I think, who has got the struggle bus out right now in the 12th position. And up front, Mertis still trying to hold off. Bryson back there. Lap time's falling off about 3/4 of a second or so from lap number 1. And again, 40% fuel in these cars, so they can go probably 25 to 30 laps. And of course, with only 3 sets of tires, you have to figure out when to take those tires. And a pit stop here at Dover, by the way, is not the easiest. It is probably the toughest pit road in all of racing to get on. Mertz is doing a great job right now in the lead as he's led every lap so far. As one car on pit road already. And that is Marcus Shelton in the 42. Not sure what's going on with Marcus. I'm assuming this is an unscheduled pit stop for that 42 car. He pulls into a stall here, just kind of peeking over there. Don't see the car lifting up. Now he backs up, so he's having trouble in his pit stall, unfortunately. Last week's winner, Randy Cornwell, coming up through the field there. He's gone by Eurykio and gone by Melnick up to the 12th position. Cornwell started right there in 12th, so he's just kind of letting this race come to him a little bit. Letting his tires heat up, getting some laps ran. Let's go back here a little bit towards 16th position. Eli Raposa in the 46 car. Looking inside on KT McCann and also David Stringles in that battle as Dalton Wilson finally towed to pit road. I think he's finally joining the race multiple laps later. Not sure if he had some kind of connection issue or what the deal is. There's David Fite, also the 63, Dominic Russo. Battle for 19th and 20th amongst teammates here. Back here, that's Brent Rolls inside of Steinhoff, there's one car stopped on the inside toes. Ooh, I thought that might be a caution. Rick Ward jumped to the pits there, stayed all the way on the apron, and thankfully it did not bring out the caution. Some of these tracks are so tight that it's very easy to do something like that. So Rick Ward's come to pit road, so Dalton Wilson has joined the race, albeit 24 laps down. As this four-car battle underneath a blanket continues. Looking back from Lewis at Steinhoff and Rolls, the 74 and 17. Brett kind of clips the apron there a little bit, but you wonder if Lewis has worn that right front off a little bit here, if the tires are starting to really pay the price here as we get close to the pit stops. Chris had to kind of lift a little bit there coming off the corner. Steinhoff with a run. And Mertes continues to be just pressed by Bryson. Matter of fact, he's got 3 TI cars, second, third, fourth, and then Vasseur back in 5th. And then Durhold doing a good job up in the 6th position right now. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight. If you're watching on the stream, sorry for the late start, but hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. And if so, you can always hit that subscribe button and be a part of the broadcast and be a part of all the broadcasts that we do. Miles underneath Abril for 3rd. Gonna bring Vasseur with him. Who's gonna be the first one to duck on the pit road? I would want to run this tank as long as possible. This is the one of maybe 2 or 3 tracks that I want to go as long as I can on a tank of fuel because of this pit road. 35 miles an hour you have to travel as everybody else is going to average of about 160 to 150 mile an hour, somewhere in that range. So you're going to at least a lap down, if not 2, as Tim Abril comes to pit road. Let that be right there, the note. So, Abril is right behind Bryson and Miles. Abril's just got to his pit stall, and Miles and Bryson are already on pit road, coming back around to lap him. That just shows you how quick they get around the track and how slow you are on pit road. As they're gonna, you gotta be careful here. Do not spin the car. So, Bryson and Miles just getting to their pit stall as Mertes comes to pit road. Vasseur, Landon Durhold, Steinhoff on pit road. Another trick about this pit road, there's the exit, but you got to wait to that green line to go above speed. Let's watch the O2's pit stop here. Somebody overshot their pit stall right behind that ticker there. I think that's Piles. So Mertz has 15-2, so he's going to take tires here 17-2, Vasseur takes tires. Stephen Melnick looks lost as others come to pit road. Green flag pit stops. KT McCann leading himself a lap in that 95 car. And this right here shows you the strength of this league. Last week, you saw the worst part of this league with the wrecking and the multiple cautions and stuff and that kind of thing that caused all this to happen. You just witnessed a green flag run of 35 at least laps so far in green flag pit stops of all places, Dover. And with the overcut of pitting 1 lap sooner, Alex Bryson to the front. He's got Tim Averill second and Zach Mertes 3.5 seconds back, and he's digging in that 02 car. And remember, he's got 4 tires in this car too, so he goes flying by Averill like he's parked. Just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 23:35 as McCann just comes off pit road. Let's track the speed real quickly of this 02 with the fresh tires. Oh, a little bobble there. 171 mile an hour down to turn 1 and 2. Rolls it down about 150. Roll back to the throttle. Kiss the wall a little bit. As Miles goes by Mertes now. Miles also took tires. All right, so after the pit stops, we have, looks like 14, make that 15 cars on the lead lap. Nick Uricchio, the last one on the lead lap. So Miles has gone by his teammate Bryson to take the lead. Mertes has gone to second. I'll try to keep track of who's got what tires and who got what left here, because obviously now with the green flag pit stops, what the guys with the tires need to happen is this race needs to stay green for them. Uricchio protecting the bottom. Actually going to go to the inside of Dallas Childers here to put him a lap down. Miles climbs the track, and that's going to hurt him and help Mertes out, as these guys try to argue lap traffic here. Unfortunate for Childers there. He goes, I believe, 2 laps down now, Dallas is. Who's that in the jack car getting a little loose there? Back up front, Miles takes the top side. And do this the hard way as Uricchio protects himself, trying to keep himself on the lead lap here. Not an easy move for Miles. He's going to take the lead back. That's what Dover can do. I mean, you go back to a couple seasons ago when Kyle Busch won a race here at Dover. Chase Elliott spent, 30 laps trying to get around Ryan Newman, who was a lap car and couldn't. And Busch hawked him down for 4 or 5 seconds back to win the race. Oh, something's wrong with Miles. Caution is out. Stephen Miles. It's off camera here. But Miles has gone around and brought the caution out, and I think he might have been tail whipped. A little bit of inside damage there on that car. He was trying to get around Melnick in the one. Flips the apron just a little bit there, slides up. You see Melnick gets loose and tail whips him into the inside wall hard. And Miles locks it down, trying to make sure you don't get any more damage on that 24. But that is the caution. The cars on new tires did not need to happen. Leader's going to come back to pit road, and I think if you're Zach, you have to go fuel only here. The rest of these cars behind him, I think, are have to go tires, and I think Miles, he's going to spend some time on pit road getting that left side fixed. It looked pretty damaged there on that left front. I'm pretty sure Lewis is looking at his left front right now saying, all right, this is what you got. Yes, Zach fuel only. Looks like Lewis going fuel only here. Everybody else putting on the tires. A couple cars there. One car staying out. Demarius Higginbottom in a 00. All right, so the points have been updated. I haven't had a chance to get a photo of it or whatever to show you. But Tim Averill leads the points right now, and he's got a huge lead after 4 races on the schedule. Tim Averill leads by 24 over Alex Bryson. You got Craig Martin up in 3rd right now. He's another 12 points back. Aaron Beaver 4th. Ryan Whitaker now 5th. Brett Rolls 6th with Stephen Melnick, Stephen Miles, Piles, and Adi. Your top 10 in the points. Now, the one thing I should point out, Whitaker's not here tonight, unfortunately, kind of playing pun to the other leagues that we race on Sunday and Monday nights. Somebody didn't call before they dug, whatever. But unfortunately, cut the internet cord at his house. So guess who has no internet at home right now, unfortunately. Tough break for Whitaker. But, yeah, that's why you call before you dig. Just saying. All right, should be getting 1 to go this time by. Team standings, by the way, TI leading by 48 on Acid Walls. Socrates Motorsports, they're 3rd. Showtime Racing is 4th, and Rhino Blasters, your 5th place team right now in the standings. Rookie of the Year standings right now, Ronald Piles leads Demarius Higginbottom by 7, with Brett Rolls, Robbie Adi, pretty much the 4 that are in contention, it looks like, for the race, for the championship. Just to get everybody caught up points and stuff-wise where we're at. And, of course, next week we hit the road course at Watkins Glen for 30 laps of racing before we go to Pocono and Charlotte, the last 3 races on the schedule, as we race every Tuesday night. Truck Series, when it comes back next season, we'll race on Wednesday nights, and it will be here on the Captain Esports Network. So, looking to rebuild that from where it was and retool it. Gonna have some interesting rules come into play where, kind of like NASCAR, where drivers will be able to choose what series they go for the championship in. As pace car comes off of turn number 4, as we just come up on the 1/3 mark after the first caution for Stephen Miles in turn 4, green flag comes back out. Oh, wrecking back front straightaway there. That is the 33, I think. 36, or Eurykio goes around. Unfortunately, cautions breed cautions. Everybody gets a good restart here. Oh, Nick maybe spins the tires, gets the outside wall, and then just gets cleaned up by the 94 of Durhold. There's 2 cars involved. You see some of the cars spinning the tires. Unfortunate deal there. As a lot of the back cars outside the top 10 coming to pit road here, probably top off the tank. Or get damage fixed. And David Fight, I think, towed to pit road or something. Not sure what happened to the 15. And Stephen Miles also getting damage fixed. He has stayed on the lead lap here so far. As we're 1/3 distance, still haven't gotten the one to go here, so gives us a minute to let's talk. Let's get Zach up here with us. Zach, man, you got a copy, bud?
Oh, how's it going, Chris?
Hey, buddy, doing good, man. Leading, well, you were leading. You've led the most laps here so far. You've had to work some strategy here now as you took the tires in the first stop, and now 50 laps in, going for the lead. Unfortunately, now the tire strategy's been kind of flipped on you a little bit. How do we get out there in front and run away and not hold off this lead?
Well, I don't know. It's a little tricky. My strategy was take tires and just be able to pull away a little bit more. And, you know, we had Bryson by about 6 seconds, and the caution coming out just kind of, I mean, it just kind of messes with the strategy. I think we'll be able to take the lead here away from the 00 once we get back going green. I think everybody just kind of spun on the old tires, but it's going to be tricky to hold on to this track position with the yellow now and Bryson being able to take tires. So we're just going to try to hold on to this track position. We're going to see what we can do, and hopefully we'll be able to work out a win here at the end of the day.
I know you're going green here, so real quickly, how's the track been? How's the racing been there with this car?
The track and the racing has been honestly pretty good. I mean, I've just been trying to keep a handle on it and not break it too loose and hold on to these rear tires. Tire saving has been a big key. I was able to pull out a little bit of a lead towards the end of the first green flag cycle. Lap traffic has been It's been a little hectic, but we're making do with what we got, and we're just gonna try to get it done for Chris Lewis in the TI camp.
There you go. Good luck, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. Zach Mertis in the second position right now. As we come back to the green flag, lap number 52, Demarius Higginbottom leading this race. Mertis, Martin, Vasseur, as D gets a real good launch. And a cleaner restart this time by. And just like Mertis said, once they get back pit road, that's the one of Melnick. Melnick keeps it down to the bottom, out of the way. And here comes the 4 tires of Alex Bryson. Back here, a little hectic. I thought I saw Landon drop to the bottom there underneath of Lewis. Of course, the 22 of Cornwell's right there. Three wide up here as they put a split on Melnick. And one car going around, it is Melnick. And he gets tattooed by a couple people. And that brings the third caution out. Landon sent it in there. And then big netcode contact there. Holy cow. Between Downing and Beaver, they weren't even close to each other. You see Melnick gets a little loose and oh, you know what? I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Durhold never touched him. Melnick got up into Cornwell and spun basically off of his inside. And that brought the caution out. Let's see it again. One more again as Ryan Whitaker joins us from his, I'm assuming his phone internet or something. All right, there Cornwell gets into him a little bit. And then, yeah, Melnick, I think, sees Durhold and just reacts to him and goes up into Randy. And then, unfortunately, the other two hit into Melnick and bring out the caution for the third time in this race. So, I'm going to take a break here for a quick second. Going to mute the microphone. And we'll be right back. All right, should we get one to go this time by? And as a matter of fact, really quickly, something else I want to do real quick. So stand by 1 second. The screen's going to go black here for a minute. If I had some kind of elevator music or something to play for you, I would. But then they would probably kick me off the air or something. All right. As we're getting ready to come back to the green. We're going to sit back, let the pace car pull down pit road, and thanks to our good friends at frontstretch.com, we are going to turn it up on the Captain Esports Network as the green comes back out. And turn it up, I should say, brought to you by frontstretch.com. You can check out the information, what's going on as we get ready for Talladega week here. Podcast getting edited will be up there very soon as we talk about that. The comeback from Chase Elliott, of course, this past week. Xfinity, truck, IndyCar, F1, and even some dirt coverage and stuff on there. ARCA Series, it's all covered right on the website, frontstretch.com. Subscribe to their newsletter and more. Again, frontstretch.com. As we got a 3-car, almost 4-car battle for the lead now, as Zach Mertis has a couple cars that have taken some tires. They're behind him. And Vasseur not one of them. Vasseur, 9-second stop. Oh, and now Mertis in the wall, and Vasseur got into him. You can see the damage on both cars. That's going to open the door for Tim Abril. Clement Downing coming off pit road. Mert is able to hold on to the lead. Let's see if we can go back real quick and see what happened there. Some argy-bargy, if you will. Right there, you see Mert get hit into the wall, and it destroys the front end of AJ's car. Now, I'm not sure. It looks like Zach actually kisses the wall here. Matter of fact, the front three do, and then they're all trying to hold on to it. Unfortunately, Vasor gets into the back of him, puts him in the wall. And that obviously has hurt the aerodynamics on that 60 car, I think, as he's falling back to the fifth spot now, 1.1 seconds back. And now Demarius into the wall. Oh, and he and Landon trying not to wreck. And Landon saves it! As Tim Averill goes to the lead to the inside. Action everywhere, Dover. And now Higginbottom with issues. Looks like he's coming to pit road. Let's go back to this. This was a wild lap right there. That's where, okay, Landon pretty much gotten some contact there with Higginbottom and spun to the inside of the green cone, which gave him a penalty, and I'm pretty sure it got cleared. I mean, I don't know if anything he could do to not... He avoided a caution by doing that pretty much. Great job on his part. As Higginbottom leaves pit road, he's going to be 2 laps down now because of it. And the good news is everybody's 2 laps or more down, so that 2-lap down battle is actually going to be the lucky dog battle, as we're 2 laps from the halfway point, and Alex Bryson putting pressure on Mertes now. And there goes Bryson by the 0-2. So that damage obviously not helping him. As Durhold going by Vasor. KT McCann's about to join this battle here as they go around the lap car of Dallas Childers, holding his line there on the inside lane. So McCann rolls battling back here, 6th position. Averill leads by 7/10. As you see the track rubbering up, and you see Higginbottom. He's on his high horse there, top side. Great racing here for the 7th position. Oh, no! KT and Brett with the little tail whip there. KT, I think, saved it off the wall. I'm not sure if he got the inside wall or not. What's going on is the car's getting so tight that the back end gets loose, and trying to keep the tail straight, it just whips out there and hits the car on the inside. As Craig Martin about knocked the wall down. Things have settled down here, but up front, teammates about to go for the lead again here. As Bryson catches the 48 here. And Landon Durhold, I think, is about to battle Zach Mertes for 2nd. And Brett rolls to the inside of Vasor. As Tim Abrams going to come to pit road now, lap 80. So right at 70 laps to go. Looks like Alex Bryson's going to come to pit road here. I thought I heard the 60 say he's going to pit, so I think you're going to see Vasseur come in. And let's see if it's a second set of tires here. Yep, right side's coming up. So it will be 4 tires and fuel for the 48. And Averill pulls away. Here comes Bryson. Here comes not Durhold, but Vasseur. Mertez going to come to pit road now also. Stringle. Bryson, as I mentioned, is on pit road, but Stringle's going to come in. You'll see those guys enter back there. The 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. One car missed pit road. That's Craig Martin. You see that 222 car on the bottom lane there. I was waiting for somebody. Seeing more smoke. So Landon Durhold now leads. Brad rolls up to second. KT McCann third. So these guys. Oh, no, okay, and here comes Landon. Watch how tough this is to get to pit road. He's going to be okay. Locks it down. Good job on his part. Now, Craig Martin, on the other hand. I think I went too far back. Sorry, never mind. Let me... That's Craig doing a good job getting on the pit road. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have apparently the part where Craig did not do a good job getting on pit road. But the good news is I found it. This is not how you pit at Dover. And for some reason my cameras are not cooperating with me. Cornwell, who's last to pit, he's going to be on pit road now. Get you a good view here. Here we go. Locks it down, locks it down, locks it down. Everything's good, everything's good. Locks it down again. Oh, you know what? He saw that smoke, and I think he stayed out, thinking there would be a caution. It wasn't that he missed pit road at all. Wrong on that one. As Aaron Leave It to Beaver going to lead this race now. Eurykio there behind him in second. As Cornwell, Raposa, and Dominic Russo are on pit road here. Cornwell, 4 tires in fuel, and the speeding police, perhaps, unfortunately. Cornwell's still sitting there. As Aaron Bieber leaves his pit stall with a... Or was that Fight? I'm sorry, 32.5 as David Fight. I'm sorry, Beaver's on pit road now. It's one thing about the team thing in this league is everybody runs about the same paint scheme, so I have to figure out who's who. So Eurykio still leads by 19 seconds now over Averill. Nick will have to pit here in the next, where are we at, 92? Should be any minute. And at any minute is right now for the 36, so That'll cycle everything back around to Tim Averill. Alex Bryson will be second, and then Higginbottom will jump to third with his pit stop a little bit ago, but he'll have to pit again in the next probably 10 laps. As Eli Raposa leaves pit road right now. Look like Bryson might kiss the wall a little bit there. Landon just got around Higginbottom there is Stephen Miles. Miles has scored a lap down in 16th right now. I want to make sure before I got that right. You see the 00, heavy damage on the right front now. Bryson trying to get around the 48 there for the lead. I think that's Dominic Russo there in the 63 behind them. First car lap down in the 12th position. Good job by Dominic, up 13 spots. $15 viewers. Appreciate all you guys watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new, we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Race number 5 of the TI ARCA Series. And we'll come up to 50 laps to go in 3 laps. So at least maybe 2 more pit stops, if not 1. It's going to be very tight, I think, in that window. Bryson with his Dale suit on. If, I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I think it's going to be real close here for 1 or 2 stops. Pitted at 80, 81. 81 would be 70 to go. You'd have to go 35 to make it a 1-stopper. I think we're very tight right now on fuel. Looks like Melnick had some issues there as he was in the inside wall. I saw some spinning or something going on there. Dominic caught the outside wall. While the battle for the lead looks like might happen any minute. Let's go back here. As right outside the top 5, AJ Vasseur has Ryan Steinhoff on his inside now. Just crossed him over. Chris Lewis having a great run in 7th. Goes to his inside. And both of them going to complete the position pass. As David Stringle comes to pit road in the Little Caesars car. Let's see if his pit crew's hot and ready. Dallas Childers brought his car to pit road and looks like is done for the night. Not sure what's going on with the 10. All right, Demarius Higginbottom on pit road in the 00. He obviously now coming to pit road needs this race to stay green. I thought I maybe saw right side tires out of that car. I thought I saw the right side lift up. The 8.9 second stop. As April still got about a tenth of a second on his teammate Bryson there. Lewis doing a good job up to the 6th position. Everybody pretty spread out now. Let's look back here at the Shark Mobile of Craig Martin. Putting some pressure on KT McCann for the 11th spot. Said Melnick wrecked him. All right. See if I can find the lap it maybe happened. I could get a replay of it. We've been green now for a little over 50 laps. Did you say a lap? AJ Vasora off the pace here on the apron at 3 and 4. Not sure what's going on there, but I see Beaver's gone by. Is he coming to pit road or something not working right in that 60 car? And this can't be a scheduled pit stop. It's still outside the window to go all the way on fuel. It's for the lead. Alex Bryson inside of Averill. First base, Bugs Bunny. Second base, Bugs Bunny. Third base, Bugs Bunny. And Bryson to the front. Unlike Jeff Gordon in that race in 2001, lasted all of 40 laps before Sterling Marlin sent him packing in 3 and 4. But until that point, it's still the coolest paint scheme I've ever seen. And probably the priciest. As Tim Averill going to come to pit road here at lap 112. Maybe that was my problem. I never had a yellow number. Pit stops and, well, my cameraman's not cooperating. Looks like fuel only for April. Again, 40% fuel in these cars with the 3 sets of tires. So there's going to be tires, or times where you have to double stint the tires, and maybe triple even at times. As Call of Duty 8675309 is watching. Aaron Beaver, one of the last cars to pit in that last run, is making these tires run for him here. Up to the 6th position as he just goes past Dominic Russo. As here comes Alex Bryson to pit road. Ryan Steinhoff also on pit road. Only 3 cautions in this race so far, and they were pretty much clumped together. Working on a 65 lap run, I think, right now, or close to it. Bryson again, fuel only here. So Landon Durhold leads this race. There he is in the 94 car. Brett Rolls second. Lewis in third. Beaver fourth. Russo fifth. Can I pick different characters? Now we'll have a little fun. The one thing that we talked about this week, and I said to Chris, is with all the issues we had last week with that race at Richmond, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go back to how I broadcast the race. And because I don't want it to turn into even a crap show in the booth. Because that was, last week we all discussed and we're like, and that was hard as hell to sit here and try to call. I mean, literally had to go over and do baseball stuff and whatever. I had a guy, I won't mention his name, Casey, who messaged me and said, where does that rank in your worst broadcast? I hate to be brutal honest here, but it's going to come out of me. That was the worst. I hate to say it. I've been a part of some bad ones, but that was bad. And only because I had to do so many things. I mean, I was trying to keep it going somehow myself. But, you know what? These guys had a week. We talked about it. Everybody worked it out. I'm now helping Chris run this league, and we've had a good race tonight. That's good. That's fair, Casey. Landon Durhold, Brett Rolls on pit road. There's Craig Martin. Coach, can we call him that? Because that's the same name as the coach, Craig T. Martin, from the show back in the 90s. Half y'all went live probably for it. Hey, 18 viewers tonight. Who are you guys cheering on? Who's watching here? I don't know who Call of Duty 87654 is, but appreciate that person watching. Ryan's here cheering on Dallas, but Dallas, much like the football team, didn't finish. So, unfortunate for them. He was doing okay. I mean, I guess something happened with him and Melnick. I wasn't able to find a replay, unfortunately, but as I think Beaver about to wrecked coming to pit road. Dominic Russo, Randy Cornwell on pit road. Should mention Stephen Miles has taken his car behind the wall, it looks like. So Stephen not having the best season so far. Jesse Meyer cheering April on. Appreciate that. I'm sure. Oh, hold on, Bryson. Well, I looked up. He was facing the infield. Simmer down there in that 38 car. As he's put a lap on KT McCann. He's got Higginbottom there in front of him. And then there's the one of Melnick. This field spreads out. Eureka leaving the outside lane open for the 94 of Durhold, who goes to third. So Landon having a great run. Somebody made a comment earlier. Landon Durhold has not won a race since season 1. I would hate for somebody named Lewis to eat his words. But Durhold is in the third position right now, and he's one of the fastest cars on the track. With less than 25 to go, or a little more than 25 to go, if I can do some math here. 7 times 14 is 28, or 7 times 13 is 28, as the video is. Everybody's pretty spread out. The best battle right now is actually going to come out about right in here. There is a theme there, Whitaker. And by the way, call before you dig. 811 Ryan Whitaker. I don't know if it was you or some other knucklehead to cut your internet cable from underground. Well, in fairness, Casey, this is their league, technically. Well, it's Chris's league, but. Oh, tight race in there is that Stringle that's putting it? I don't know who that was, but I think that was David Stringle, who was pinching down Cornwell there in that 22. Okay, good. But still, you got to call before you dig. Even in South Kakalaki, call before you dig. That's not what I meant, Case. Greg Martin making the pass. Eli Raposa back there behind them. Landon did take second. He flew by Abril. And Abril, obviously, is he coming back to pit run? Or, you know what? Maybe it's the tires here. Let me look. Oh, yeah, okay. Landon and Brett took tires. So I peek over at the lap times. That's why they're kind of blowing by Tim Abril here. And they're going to catch Bryson quickly here. The question going to be now, when does Bryson come back to pit road? Because I don't think these guys can make it to the finish on fuel. So I'm thinking Bryson and Landon, or Bryson and Abril are saving the last set of tires for this stop. So if I'm Landon, you got to get around Alex and you better run. As the kid in Oh Brother Where Art Thou said, he better RUNNOFT. It's a great movie. There's Bryson on the top side. Here comes Landon. Going to swing right through and take the lead. The new leader, the 94. As they put a lap on Higginbottom, the teammate to Landon there. As David Stringle comes to pit road, this might be the beginning of the last set of pit stops. The Little Caesars car in for pit road. See if his crew's hot and ready. 4 pizzas and a 2-liter soda. And he should be good to go in his pit stop here. Let's see if he does take tires or not. As Chris Lewis going by Tim Abril now for 4th. I mean, I think these guys are going to need to pit now if they want to get these tires on. They're waiting, and I don't know if I agree with that move. I'm going to be straight honest. I've always been when I broadcast. I'm not biased. When I don't agree with something, I don't agree with it. I'm going to say right now, I don't agree with TI waiting to get tires if that's what they're doing. Because they are allowing Landon and Brett to those guys to just... Oh, Melnick in trouble. They're about to shut me up here in 3 seconds, I bet. And I think Melnick towed back to pit road, so or got back to pit road. I don't see him on the camera here. Oh, Melnick's down here in the grass. He looks like one of my AI cars, unfortunately, right now. Indiana Jones is pacing his way to pit road. This is going to be interesting. Did he blow? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, but tries to pull into what would be the Xfinity pit, the garage area, and tows the pit road without a caution. So, hey, credit to him for keeping the green out here. Now the caution comes out. Dalton Wilson has gone around in turn 4. And a TI car brings a caution out that might have helped TI. Oh! The caution comes out. And that's going to bring the leaders to pit road. So Landon and those guys did come to pit road, by the way, here. And Landon, fuel only. Ryan Steinhoff, fuel only. Alex Bryson, Tim Averill took tires. And those are the cars on the lead lap there. And whoever Call of Duty is, things are a little different now. Right now, I'm just a broadcaster, though, so I can only call what I see. All right, so going to be coming up to green probably with about 8 or 7 laps to go. I was wondering if that was you, Kyle. Yeah, I know. And it's nothing intentional. I actually meant to message you back and was going to after the broadcast. I wrote down a note to myself to message you. You were, who was the other guy? There was Jace. So, I apologize to both of you guys. I did not mean to ignore you. Look like I am. It's been, yeah, no excuse. Just, I will get back to you. I don't like ignoring people. Trust me. I feel there's a guy I actually have to call that called me last Tuesday that it's literally been that crazy at work on my end. I'm still in my work clothes right now from today. That I haven't called back yet. And I literally had to text him that I literally texted him and said, dude, I'm not forgotten about you. I will call you back. Marcus, I have no clue you were DQ'd. So I have no clue. It must have been something that was done inside the race or something. I don't know. As you see, I'm here literally calling the race. Well, we're all busy, so I feel bad to use that excuse. To be honest. It's just a matter, it's one of those like out of sight, out of mind. And if I don't see it in front of me, it's not that it's not important, I just lose track. All right, coming to green, rolls Lewis, Durhold, Russo, Steinhoff. And, oh no, landed into Lewis. Pile driven into the wall as Cornwell wrecks. And we're still green, believe it or not. Here comes the fresh tires inside April for the now caution is out. Fox style. Oh, Brett spun the tires big time. Landon spun it. Hey, remember what I always say about people spinning the tires and which way you go? To the right. And that's what happened there. Bad restart for a lot of people. Now, yes, I could have thrown the yellow there. The reason why I didn't is because, again, I'm still kind of getting my feet wet with the league. And I don't want to push a button here. There's what brought the caution out right there. So that was not pretty, unfortunately, for a lot of cars. Accidents happen. Those kind of things are going to happen. But with this track, banking, you're going right if you try to go full throttle with older tires. So we're going to get the green here probably less than 5 laps to go. Not going to be an overtime or anything like that. All right, so we're going to have a legit green-white checker finish here as we're actually still under the lap total count. But Steinhoff, who's on a fuel-only strategy here, pitted at 139 but took fuel-only. Tim Averill, Alex Bryson, Brett Rolls, Dominic Russo, Aaron Beaver, all of these cars have tires. Now, the difference, though, is Bryson and Averill have tires from the last caution. The others have tires from earlier. 8 cars on the lead lap as we'll get ready to come back to the green flag. And we did have a casualty this evening. If I can go ahead and throw one joke out there. We had something just flew across my room. I don't know how it got in here, but it literally smacked into a mattress that is sitting up against my wall, and I haven't heard it since. So, rip. Anyways, come to the green flag. Steinhoff on it. Let's not spin the tires. Everybody's good. He's got to defend as much as possible here. Averill protecting, or trying to get to the bottom. Getting protected by Steinhoff. And up the top comes Bryson for the lead. Into the wall goes Bryson, white flag. As they're trying to wreck back there on the front straightaway. Bryson clears to the lead and pulls away. And more wrecking as Russo wrecks. Steinhoff continues to fight for second. Alex Bryson will use the tire strategy to win in Dover. As Averill does get by Steinhoff for second, Rolls and Beaver end up your top 5. All right, so Bryson gets the win. Averill gets second by about 1/100th of, or 6/100ths of a second, as Bryson goes to celebrate. And Alex, it's I believe his first win in 2 seasons. I know he was the champ last season, but I don't think he went to victory lane at all. So he's going to be happy about that. And 2023-wise, actually his first win of 2023 when I look over at the TI stats. So I'm sure Bryson will be happy about that. Tim Averill with second. Steinhoff did everything he could with older tires, racing for his life almost up there. Credit to him. And I think the league's going to be surprised here in a second when they go into chat and notice, where's General Chat? It's one other change. Well, most people apparently. We'll have to work on that, but the channel's supposed to be blocked from anybody talking in it. But there's a couple people that still have apparently permission. All right, let's talk to our top 3 drivers that finished in this race. But yeah, that's one thing. There's still some people we got to work on the permissions for in chat, but no league members can chat for 15 minutes. Lets everybody cool down, and then everybody will have their chat. And let's go from there. So, all right, talk to drivers as promised. Our 3rd place finisher was Steinhoff. As he joins us here in the booth. Ryan, man, nice job. I know it was a fight, and I know you were involved in some stuff earlier in the race, but you battled through it, and you worked your way back and got yourself a P3. Let's talk about those last couple laps of trying to hold off those fresh tires there.
Oh, that was just insane. I don't know if the 48 had freshes, but I felt like you would have if you did. That because they were just fast there, and I couldn't do anything on that. and it was just a plow all the way through the turn 4 there at the end, right up going to the yellow, the white, and just caused me to kind of rub up into the whatever Alex, the number 38, and to kind of push him in the wall. And after that, obviously pushing that hard last 2 laps, tires are burning and it's lack of grip, and I just struggled to hang on there right at the end, and just did what I could. I'm surprised I brought it home with the P3. I only joined in the practice session, like 7 minutes left to go, so it was a struggle bus the whole race.
Understood, man. Well, you definitely worked the strategy out. Yeah, unfortunately, you did get passed by fresh tires there at the end for the win in the end and for second place. But talk about the momentum here as I look at the points really quickly here just to see where you are, as I'm still trying to get everything down here. Let's see. Steinhoff. Yeah, unfortunately, you're down in 15th right now. But obviously, a good points night.
Yeah, I think I feel like I'm just that low just because I missed a week, and points matter, man. And missing one race can put you down. So I'm trying to climb my way back up. Just try to keep a head straight and going forward. And like I said last time you interviewed me, I'm just absolutely loving this car, especially at this track. It's just an awesome combo, man. Awesome.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight, and send a shout to whoever you like to.
Thank you. Yep, just again, family, viewers, anyone, you guys for you doing the broadcast. You guys now running the league and all that, just putting on, allowing us to do it, and of course you can always come watch me live on my YouTube. Ryan Steinhoff, the same name that you see there is just what it is on YouTube. So feel free to come by and say hello.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, and hello to his channel over there. And yeah, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right,
Have a good
buddy.
one.
You too. Ryan Steinhoff and family, by the way, watching on the stream tonight, too. So appreciate all them. And finishing in the 3rd position tonight. As we go to our 2nd place finisher. Let's get Ryan. We'll move. I'll let you move yourself here. I'm going to put him down in the lobby right now. And our 2nd place finisher tonight was Tim Averill, who I'm sure is going to have some frustration, but yeah, after was an interesting race here this evening. Tim, unfortunate 3rd place run there for you, or 2nd place run, I should say. You come up a little short for the win, but obviously had the fresh tires. Ryan doing everything he can to keep you behind him. Talk about those last couple laps and obviously the run you had tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the race was over when me and Ryan were gone, and I got to the inside, and we got people just doing donuts on the front stretch to bring out the caution just to leave the server after the caution comes out. So unfortunate there, and then restart happens, and then Ryan decides he's going to block me down to the apron but let Alex go on the outside. Just is what it is.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and but still, I mean, a lot of green flag race tonight, which was good, unlike last week. I know it was a little bit of a longer race mileage-wise, but that had to be a kind of a after last week, being able to put a smile on your face after all that.
Yeah, last week was definitely unfortunate. It was nice this week only having the 3 tire sets, but having like to pit like 5 times really makes it to where people have to get good at saving the tires. So I mean that's nice, and definitely getting them green flag runs lets it. I mean I was surprised, especially that first one.
Well, obviously a good 2nd place run for you tonight, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
I just want to give a shout out to Captain Esports Network for sponsoring our team, taking over the new Looney Tunes paints. And then shout out to TA3 Paints for painting the cars, Chris Lewis for putting these servers on, you for doing this broadcast, and everybody watching.
All right. Well, thanks for the paints. Great job on those. And I was asked to do this. But that's all, folks. That's for you.
Yeah,
there you go.
It is. That is all, folks.
All right, man. Have fun.
Yep.
So Tim Averill, obviously not too happy, it sounds like, with 2nd place. So it is what it is. And let's get our winner. 3-time champion Alex Bryson joins us up here. And you want to hold my beer for a second?
Absolutely.
Well, great job tonight. That's an inside joke between him and I. But no, great job tonight. And let's talk about those restarts, because you had to fight not only your teammate, but Ryan Steinhoff there for the win. Sign off at about 15 lap tires or so. But great job on your end to make that move. Let's talk about that restart.
Yeah, I was just kind of nervous. I didn't know what kind of tires he had or anything. I assumed that he had older tires, and I just said to myself, please, Ryan, just get a good restart. And he got a better restart than I did. I should have been a little closer to him, but going in the 1 and 2, coming at it too, he really gave Timmy a block, and I had to go to the outside. I didn't want to follow the train. I wanted to make my own path, and coming out of 3 and 4 there, he kind of squeezed me, and I tagged the wall and just kept rolling, and it was just holding on for dear life at the end there. But it was a great restart. It was better than the restart before it. I was scared to death. I thought I was going to get ARCA braked. Made it through there alive somehow, but yeah, it was wild. Definitely white knuckled that thing. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely. And you obviously had a great race. You and Tim multiple times racing for the lead, but the pit strategy tonight just kind of ran its course. I was worried. I'd said it on the air. I was like, man, I think they're waiting too long to pit here. And obviously you got the caution to work your way there, but talk about the racing tonight, because it came down to strategy.
Yeah, it really did. And I'm not wanting to strategize or have a clue about any of that crap. I just know how to turn the wheel left and right sometimes on occasions, and just kind of hold it wide open and hoping for the best. But, listen to my teammates there, and, I was kind of concerned because I was going to be about 4 laps short. I know that run beforehand, I was trying to, back up my corners and save a little bit. I mean, it went from, being short 7 laps to being short 4 laps. And, luckily saving grace there was that caution, and it kind of fell into me and Timmy's hands. But yeah, it was fun running with Timmy. Learned a couple things from Timmy. Was just worried about coming back to this track, because the last time I came back here, I had a lead with like 3 laps left, I think. And I think Landon ended up getting me out of 2 with 2 to go, and the rest was history. I forget what season that was, but overall, it was pretty fun, exciting racing with Timmy and everybody else.
Well, great job tonight, and congratulations, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Gotta thank TI ARCA. I gotta thank the Captain Esports Network. I gotta thank Timmy for these really freaking cool paints. Love the Looney Tunes. I might be 31 years old, but I'm probably like 10 at heart. My wife would agree with that. Honey, if you're listening, don't listen to that. Gotta thank my wife and kids, especially my wife, let me take the time out of our busy lives to do this every Tuesday night. Gotta thank my dad. Gotta thank my wife's grandmother. Who else? Gotta thank you for putting on this amazing broadcast, and I gotta thank the good man above.
Absolutely. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations. I'm sure your wife thinks you're actually 10, and we'll go from there. Good job,
all right, man. I appreciate you.
All right, you too. Alex Bryson, the winner tonight here at Dover, and congratulations to him on that. As we wrap it up here from Dover. Getting distracted by some stuff over here, so guess people don't like the fact that I'm trying to protect their own safety by blocking the general channel. But it is what it is. So can't make everyone happy in the world. Always remember that. Hopefully I made everyone happy with the broadcast tonight. Thank you, Mama Steinhoff, for watching. Appreciate everybody watching. Shout out to Lewis for allowing me to broadcast. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be broadcasting actually at this point, because, well, just things that he did for me that I can never be too thankful for. But yeah, forever grateful for what Lewis has done to help me out in all this. But big shout out to everybody racing tonight. Good racing from everyone. And then I'm going to go put the admin hat on and go to work on that part. But we'll be back next Tuesday night from Watkins Glen. Go do some road racing coming up here on Tuesday of next week. So we're going to head out. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya.